friends, hope you're doing well. This monthly bulletin will showcase security incident happened since 1st of July till 31st. During this period, we have observed surge of attacks happened on various industries and companies, which has compelled governments and law enforcement to take strict actions against threat actors. Let's start with the top bulletins. Baiju's student data exposed by an uncovered server. Kaseya's VSA remote management service exploited by REvil ransomware gang. Fashion brand guests notifying customers of data breach after ransomware attack. Instagram introduced security checkup tool for user to secure accounts. Pegasus project spying on journalists and activists worldwide. On first week of July, security researcher Anurag Sen has reported and exposed servers of Indian-based technology startup Salesgain.ai. Moreover, server was spying private and sensitive data of one of its customer Baiju's. Salesgain.ai is a Bangalore-based startup founded in 2018. It provides customer relationships technology to companies like Baiju's to engage better with customers. According to the researcher Anurag, the server was left unprotected since at least 14 June 2021 as per the historical data provided by Shodan. And shockingly, server was without a password. Anyone could access the data inside. Most of the data exposed was belonged to White Hat Junior, which is a part of Baiju's. Exposed data includes names and classes taken by students, email IDs, mobile numbers of parents and teachers, chat logs between parents and staff, remarks by teachers for the students, copies of email containing codes to reset user accounts and other internal Salesgain.ai data. Moreover, the exposed server was pulled offline a short time after a researcher informed the company. Surga Thilakan, co-founder and chief executive at Salesgain.ai, told TechCrunch that they are evaluating that security incident but did not dispute what kind of data was found on the exposed server. On 2nd July 2021, when people in America are planning for Independence Day leaves, a sudden news came out that hundreds of American businesses were hit by an unusually sophisticated ransomware attack on Kaseya VSA software. As the news spread like a fire, Kaseya CEO Fred Vakola released a notice that they are experiencing a potential attack against the VSA that has been limited to a smaller number of on-premise customers. Let us tell you who is Kaseya and what VSA is. Kaseya is an American software company headquartered in Miami, Florida, US and was founded in 2001. It develops software for managing networks, systems and information technology infrastructure. VSA stands for Virtual System Administrator. It is a unified remote monitoring and management tool for handling networks and endpoints. This tool is designed with enterprises and managed service providers, MSPs, in mind, and Kaseya says that over 40,000 organizations worldwide use this one solution. VSA tool is compatible with both SaaS and on-premises environments. During the ongoing incident, Kaseya CEO was updating every hour investigation on their website. In response to the initial investigation that suggests on-premises customers has been impacted, Kaseya immediately notified on-premises customers to turn off their servers. However, for precautionary reason, SaaS servers has also been shut down by Kaseya. Aside, the REvil ransomware gang officially took credit for the attack and claimed to have encrypted more than 1 million systems during the incident. They initially asked for a $70 million ransom payment to release a universal decryptor to unlock all affected systems, but has lowered the demand to $50 million. After the incident, there were questions in everyone's mind that how the REvil ransomware gang got access to Kaseya VSA. It has been found that the REvil operators exploited a zero-day vulnerability in Kaseya VSA. As per the security researcher at DIVD, Dutch Institute for Vulnerability Disclosure, they have discovered and reported to Kaseya a zero-day vulnerability tracked as CVE 2021301116 on VSA product. A patch was being actively worked on by Kaseya according to the DIVD, but did not finalize prior to REvil discovering and exploiting the issue. This has been confirmed by Kaseya that the attacker were able to exploit zero-day vulnerabilities in the VSA product to bypass authentication and run arbitrary command execution. On 6 July 2021, Kaseya CEO has released a video message regarding the incident. Let's have a look into it.
Hello, Kaseya community. I wanted to address the egregious attack that took place several days ago on July 2nd against our customers. I want to go through what are the facts, what do we know, what are we doing, how are we going to help, and what that means. So first, the facts. On Friday, July 2nd, around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, we had received some reports of suspicious things happening. We didn't know if it was an attack. We weren't quite sure exactly what it was.
Moreover, till date, Kaseya are aware of fewer than 60 Kaseya customers, all of which were using the VSA on-premise product, who were directly compromised by this attack. Kaseya have begun the restoration process and are developing and reading for deployment to VSA customers a fix for this issue. Kaseya has also released a compromise detection tool for customers. This tool analyzes the user's system, either VSA server or managed endpoint, and determines whether any indicator of compromise IOC are present. In a breach notification letters to impacted customers, Guess confirmed that they have completed an investigation on 2nd week of July regarding a cybersecurity incident. Upon discovery of the incident on February 19, 2021, Guess activated its incident response plan and a cybersecurity forensic firm was engaged to assist with the investigation and containment. Guess, started in 1981, is an American clothing brand and retailer. In addition to clothing for both men and women, Guess markets other fashion accessories such as watches, jewelry, perfumes, bags and shoes. The Guess stores retail network currently operates in roughly 100 countries around the globe. The investigation determined that there were unauthorized access to certain Guess systems between February 2nd, 2021 and February 23rd, 2021. On May 26, 2021, the investigation determined that the personal information related to certain individuals may have been accessed or acquired by an unauthorized actor. The leaked information may have been accessed included social security numbers, address, driver's license numbers, passport numbers and financial account numbers or credit or debit card number in combination with security codes, access code, password or PIN for the account. On 9 July 2021, Guess commenced mailing notification letters to the individuals whose information may have been involved. Guess also offering a complimentary 1-year membership in credit monitoring and identity theft protection services through Experian to individuals involved in the incident. Guess regretted that this occurred and apologized for any inconvenience. They also have implemented additional measures to boost its security protocols and it's cooperating with law enforcement. This month, one good news came for Instagram users. Instagram has launched a new feature named Security Checkup that aims to keep accounts safe and help users to recover them. During the procedure of regain access to accounts, users will have to perform a series of actions such as reviewing profile information, checking recent logging activity and updating contact details such as email address and phone number. Instagram said Security Checkup feature is another way that they are working to keep users' account as secure as they can. Although there are several other steps that Instagram recommend everyone also make their accounts even more secure. Number 1. Enable two-factor authentication to protect the accounts, and the company would allow users to use their WhatsApp numbers to authenticate their accounts, but the feature will be available only in selected countries. Number 2. Update phone numbers and email associated with the device so that if something happens to user account, then Instagram can reach users. Number 3. Users should keep this in mind that Instagram will never send you a DM. As over past few months, Instagram has seen rise in malicious accounts DMing people to try and access sensitive information like account passwords. Number 4. Users should report content and accounts you find questionable. Number 5. Users should enable login request. It will help users to track their unwanted login attempts, and if they find a suspicious attempts, then users can take actions instantly. On 18th July 2021, a group of 17 media organizations including Washington Post, The Guardian, Amnesty and The Wire have published reports that Pegasus was used to potentially hack the phones of heads of states, ministers, journalists and activists across the globe. Let us tell you what is Pegasus. Pegasus is a surveillance malware or spyware developed by Israeli cyber arm firm NSO Group that infected both iPhones and Android devices. It is sold exclusively to the government and the law enforcement agencies. According to the reports, a leaked database of thousands of telephone numbers believed to have been listed by multiple government clients of NSO Group, Forbidden Stories, a Paris-based journalism non-profit company, and Amnesty International, a human rights group, had access to leaked database of telephone numbers, and they shared the list with the 17 news organizations which did further research and analysis. Moreover, Amnesty's security lab did the forensic analysis on the smartphones. A majority of numbers identified in the list were geographically concentrated in 10 countries, includes Azerbaijan, Bahrain, Hungary, India, Kazakhstan, Mexico, Morocco, Rwanda, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. Apart from this, hundreds of politicians and government workers, including 3 presidents, 10 prime ministers, and a king, plus 189 journalists and 85 human rights activists. If we see impact of Pegasus project in India, it includes Cabinet Minister Ashwani Vaishnaw, Opposition Leader Rahul Gandhi, former Election Commissioner Ashok Lavasa, and 40 senior journalists and activists, among others, were allegedly among the targets. Let us tell you how Pegasus entered into someone's phone. The surveillance team or threat actor shares the URL to the victim via messaging app like WhatsApp. Once the user clicks on the URL, they are redirected to the exploit landing page for delivering of the additional payload. After successful exploitation, it installs the spyware on these victims' mobile. Earlier, Pegasus was known to target iOS devices, and researchers later confirmed that the threat actors have been using Pegasus to target Android devices. After the installation of Pegasus, the spyware steals private data from phone, sending a target's messages, passwords, contacts, photos, and call recording. It can reportedly even turn on the mobile phones, cameras, or microphones to create covert recordings. Leading newspapers in India, meanwhile, focused on the Indian government's response to Pegasus reports. However, the government said the allegations regarding government surveillance on specific people has no concrete basis or truth associated with it whatsoever. Amnesty International has published technical details about its forensic investigation, which includes information about the evolution of Pegasus spyware infections since 2018. Viewers can read it at the below link. Furthermore, Amnesty International has also released a tool called Mobile Verification Tool, MVT, is helpful to identify a potential compromise of devices from Pegasus. That's all for today. Keep watching our videos and do not forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. Signing off, Rosie Lohan.